Hey, come back. You need more than just that. You got all the rest of the bags in the car.
All he's taking is the water bottle.
Yeah. Here, at least take these cookies.
I put them in here.
Put them in your basket? Okay. Now you're good to go.
Any for those?
Backpacks.
Alright, so we made it to our Jetstar portion. How tight are those tray tables on the pregnant belly? Ooh, it's a good thing you're not 7 months along.
Yeah. What is it?
You're supposed to wear your mask.
So I was just reminding David that there was a playground on the boat, and he turned to me and he said, "Mommy, are we going on a boat or a plane?" And I said, "A plane." And he says, "Does the plane have a playground like the boat?" And I said, "No, buddy."
The boat had that playground down there on level 2. Yeah.
I said, "No, buddy, there's no playground on the airplane." He said, "But does it have a toilet?" I said, "Yeah, it has a toilet."
It does have a toilet. So he's learning. He's figuring it out. Now he's watching Creature Cases, and then he's gonna be zonked out. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, so we made it to the Sky City Hotel. We made it, but not everything made it. We tried this whole trip to bring carry-ons, and when you fly with Jetstar, it's just difficult. We had to check our bags, and when we did so, we had to pay an arm and a leg because they were a bit heavy. Yeah, we ended up paying about $350 US. It was 540 New Zealand to check 4 bags. It was nice not to carry them, but I got this inspection notice. The thing that they took, which I understand why, was the lithium-ion batteries for my camera. I have 1 battery now. They were doing their job. These things do tend to catch on fire, so as a flight crew member, I can understand why they took it out. It's our last night here in New Zealand, so we're gonna try to find a good place to eat for dinner, a good place to have breakfast tomorrow. So that's the update. We made it here to Auckland without batteries, with a ticket, and with no additional bed. So we're making it work. We're still gonna have a good time. But that's a Lego helicopter, huh? So we've been walking for roughly, what, 3.5 hours?
Oh my God, I'm so angry.
We walked down to the water, kind of the big like shopping center area. Just thinking it'd be nice to walk around there. It was very windy, very crowded, and the little guy here was asking for a park. So we are now here at Victoria Park. He's been asking for a playground. And lo and behold, We found one. He has found it, and there is no stopping him. We've made a monster because now he thinks wherever we go, there always has to be a playground, which, you know, in all actuality is probably true if you look hard enough, and anywhere can be a playground, but he thinks that there is a playground. He's still running, by the way. Good job. Better not freeze me. So after a lovely time at the park was had, we are now starting to get a little bit hungry. Katie asked the concierge where we should eat. What did they say?
Elliott Stables.
Elliott Stables. So
Party.
Elliott Potties.
Elliott Potties. So we're now walking the streets close to the hotel, so we won't have a long walk once we get back. But it comes recommended, so we're gonna check it out. So one of the nice things about this kind of place is that there's multiple places to eat. You can get your Italian, you can get your burgers, you can get your Asian fusion, you can get your tacos. There's tons of places all here within the little stable market area, and you can find your fix. So I had Italian, Katie had Asian fusion, Nolan had pizza. So it's a real good spot. Also lots of sweets to get your sweets on, and they're really fast about cleaning up all the tables and making sure that people have a clean area to eat. So if you're in the area, we highly recommend Elliott Stables.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Daddy,
Run, run! Is it raining? So we had some fun in this room.
Let me drive the bus!
No.
Don't let the pigeon drive the
Great.
bus.
Thanks a lot.
It's one of the things that we're super thankful that we brought is probably about 7 or 8 different books, and we've purchased a few along the way. Can't have bedtime without book time. But that is all for tonight. We are going to hit the hay. Had a long travel day. Have some exciting stuff to do tomorrow. We are going to go to the All Blacks Experience, and we're going to try to go to the WETA Studios Experience. So stay tuned for that. Our first tour of the day was right across the street at the All Blacks Experience. Tours are $50 New Zealand for adults, or $39 for students or seniors. If the child is under 5 years old, they're free, which was good for us. They have discount codes all the time, so be sure to check out their websites. Tours start as early as 9 a.m. and the last tour starts at 4 p.m.
New Zealand loves rugby. It reflects all the things that matter to us: community, inclusiveness, humility, quiet pride, determination, and hard work. It seems like it's been our national sport since forever. We see our national identity and the future of the game. We're a small country, but rugby makes us feel 10 feet tall. When you see the silver fern, or those black jerseys, or the haka, we feel pride in who we are. We see our te roa New Zealand.
We arrived at 10:05 to find that the tour had already begun for the day, and that this would be the only tour offered because there was a private event for the rest of the afternoon. We got super lucky when they let us join the tour that had already begun right around the corner. Our tour guide, Paul, was explaining what all the different cleats on the wall meant. Each black cleat meant that New Zealand had won that year. If it was a different color, there was a key to let you know which team had won for that year.
In this part of the All Blacks experience, you're going to learn how an All Black is shaped and the unique ingredients behind the team's winning formula.
Next, we went into an interactive room where we were divided up into 2 different teams, red and blue. We had touch screens in front of us, and we tested our reflexes to see if we would be good rugby players ourselves. Nolan's team won.
Congratulations, Team Tiny. You won. Gentlemen extreme.
Twice.
Now we're gonna play another game.
The whole experience is about 45 minutes, and you spend a good amount of time in each room. The next room we walked into was a large locker room. It's identical to the All Blacks locker room where they get ready before their games. Minus the smell, I'm sure. Our tour guide explained that the men usually stay very quiet right before a game, yet if you ever go into the women's locker room, they are playing music and it is a very loud, party-like atmosphere.
As you can see, a lot of the players, they usually have strapping tape on their wrists, and they'll probably have a family member's name on there, or one of their loved ones. That's what you usually see on all these players.
As the tour guide is concluding his portion of the locker room tour, you then walk down a long, dark hallway and can hear a room full of thousands of people cheering, like you're getting ready to go out onto the field. You pause for a moment to collect your thoughts. And as you round the corner, after being given a handshake and wished best of luck, you then stand face to face with the All Blacks men's team, who get ready to perform the haka in front of us. The women's team, the Silver Ferns, gives their rendition of the haka second. Out of respect, patrons are asked not to film in this room once the haka ceremony has begun. But let me tell you that being face to face with a wall full of rugby men yelling at you, that's a particularly humbling experience. Our tour guide said that he feels the women's rendition is a bit more scary because it reminds him of when his mother would yell at him when he was a child. The last room we were led into is an immersive, interactive training room, where you can test your ability to kick a rugby ball through the uprights, or toss a ball into the hands of a digital player on the screen. Nolan loved the lights on the floor, where you get to clear the green path and avoid the red lights.
Only green, only green, only green, no!
You can spend as much time in this room as you want, before exiting through the gift shop and taking your group haka photo. Let's just say that being a rugby player is not something I see in my near future. After playing in the training center for about 20 minutes, we really worked up an appetite. And luckily, there is the Federal Delicatessen right outside with one of the best pastrami sandwiches I've ever had.
What'd you get, Nolan? Show us your band. Whoa.
Yeah, these are the different bands. You can scan them in the interactive place, and it logs your time and how well you're scoring on different activities. The staff was really welcoming to Nolan and very attentive, and they thought he was super cute, and they loved his cowboy boots. It's been a constant theme here. So now we're at a New York delicatessen, getting some lunch before we go take a nap.
Can you show me a haka?
And do the Yeah, that's how you do it.
It has peanut butter and chocolate in it.
It has cookies.
It has crunchies in it.
Yeah. So we're now up here on the 5th floor. This is the WETA Experience. Down below is the All Blacks Experience. This is the WETA workshop up here. Just had our amazing lunch. Nolan and Katie have gone back to the room, paid a little bit of extra money so that we could stay in the room later, so that we could change clothes, get ready for our long flight tonight. But I'm gonna head over there, see if I can buy some tickets and head on in. The WETA Studios was founded in 1987 and has their main production studio in the nation's capital of Wellington. If you travel through the Wellington airport and look up, you'll see 2 huge eagles from Lord of the Rings. They're hanging there in the terminal. These were made by WETA. This experience in Auckland is an immersive tour that takes you through 3 fake movie productions, but it still shows the true glimpse into the talent and expertise needed to make these practical effects on a variety of movies. The WETA Studios have worked on everything from Lord of the Rings to all the Hobbit films, as well as Avatar, The Avengers, The Umbrella Academy, and even Justice League. There was a strict no filming policy in effect, however they did say that still photography was allowed. Nolan loved the different worlds that he could explore. He could touch just about everything. He explored the Dino Kingdom where dinosaurs were dressed in medieval armor. We could don helmets and swords and sit on the throne. Right after this room is an alien room, and then you exit to the gift shop. What'd you think?
It was good. What did you think, Nolan?
Nolan, did you like that place?
Yeah.
Was it pretty cool?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
The swords. The swords, of course. Nolan, look out. Really tempted to buy this.
His wife says no.
So we've made it here to Los Angeles. We worked our way through security and have now found a Wetzel's Pretzels. We were supposed to stay here tonight and just kind of relax, but we're kind of feeling about just going home. So we talked to the gate agents and we switched our tickets, and now we're heading home. And Mommy just brought us coffee.
That coffee took 10 minutes.
It's an iced coffee, and we are good to go. And Nolan is very happy to get home to his bed and his dinosaurs.
They can't dinosaurs.
You don't have real dinosaurs, right?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Whoa! Whoa! Straight to your dinosaur. There's just one last thing to do.
Oh, Teddy!
You're a Beezy Bear.
Yay!
Oh!
Go ahead. United.
Good job. Well, his room was cleaned up until about 5 minutes ago. But I now have my new cup of coffee here. But we were home. We were home a day early, which is amazing. We were able to get on that flight from California. Now we're gonna unpack, get all of our footage together. But this concludes our travel adventure of our New Zealand travel adventure. It is up here on the wall. We can now officially say, been there, done that, and need to go back. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't watched our previous videos, go ahead and click those. We have a lot of other cool videos coming up in the very near future. We got some cool ideas bubbling up in our brains of things we're gonna do now that we're back here in the States. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.